Well, let us continue, and we have first a 5 minutes video message coming in from Berlin by Mr. Christoph Strässer.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, just let me say who he is. He is the federal government's Commissioner for Human Rights Policy and Humanitarian Aid, and he is responsible for the human right to water and sanitation. Yeah, so the video, please.
WASH and nutrition experts. I welcome you to this WASH Nutrition Forum 2015. As convener of today's event, it is good to see that so many WASH and nutrition experts made themselves available for these 2 days. I also congratulate the German Toilet Organization and the WASH Network for their visionary work and for making this forum possible. Dear colleagues, we are currently faced with the highest number of displaced people since the Second World War. More than 60 million people are displaced globally, seeking protection within their own countries as internally displaced people or across borders as refugees. They need our assistance. We also need to take into account host states and host communities. In many different contexts, their ability to host refugees and IDPs is at a limit. They also need our assistance. Finally, we need to assist those affected by a natural disaster, by drought, floods, and hurricanes. Globally, humanitarian organizations require more funds to provide assistance to all those in need, but our assistance also needs to be effective. We recognize that in order to provide comprehensive humanitarian assistance to people affected by natural disasters or during conflict, we need to consider all dimensions of their well-being. This means in practice it is essential to better understand the impact of assistance in one sector on the assistance provided in another sector. Therefore, Germany's humanitarian assistance is guided by an integrated approach. We encourage our partners to combine and complement humanitarian assistance measures of different sectors where and when it is to the benefit of the affected people. 10 years ago, the humanitarian system was restructured by introducing different clusters or sectors. This was undoubtedly led to improved coordination among humanitarians within the different sectors. For the past years, humanitarians are now looking to further strengthen the coordination and links between the different clusters. We know, for example, that inadequate WASH services and infrastructure reduce the impact of assistance in the sector of nutrition. We need to prevent working in silos in order to make the work more successful and to increase its impact. The discussions today and tomorrow provide a rare opportunity to explore and strengthen links between nutrition and WASH. I applaud the organizers for their innovative thinking in introducing mirror sessions. WASH and food security, including nutrition security, are two priorities of Germany's humanitarian assistance to crisis-affected people. The Foreign Office has developed principles, criteria, and best practices in the field of humanitarian food assistance to guide the cooperation between the Foreign Office and its partners in the food security sector. In this document, the Foreign Office adopted a multi-dimensional understanding of food and nutrition security. In addition, the Foreign Office is in the process of finalizing a strategy for Germany's humanitarian assistance in the WASH sector. This strategy was developed in close coordination with the German WASH Network and discussed in this forum last year. Fully recognizing the need for an integrated approach, both documents make reference to the other sector, highlighting the importance that the impact of each sector intervention is closely linked to the intervention of the other sector. Specifically, we know that humanitarian assistance in nutrition is considerably more effective if nutrition projects include a WASH component as part of an integrated approach. Putting this approach into practice has important implications, especially for the targeting of vulnerable people. For the complementarity of humanitarian and development assistance, and for the development of cluster or sector response plans. Finally, achieving the nutritional and WASH targets of the Sustainable Development Goals requires integrated approaches and complementarity of interventions before, during, and after humanitarian emergencies. I wish you all fruitful discussions, time for reflection and creativity to develop options for a closer link between WASH and nutrition to better assist people in need.